Namaste and welcome back to the second step of Healthy Spine, Healthy Life. Today we will still looking at the physical aspect of the spine and which are the 5 main movements that the spine need and can do. So the first one is the bending forward, so the spinal flexion. Then there is the spinal extension, so it's more the arching back, the lateral flexion, this kind of movement. Then there is the spinal rotation, that is more the twist, and the spinal elongation, where we try to create space between the vertebrae. There are certain movements that we are more used to do during the daily life and certain, let's say, a little bit less common, like for example, the lateral flexion. It's not very common that we are going around to do this kind of movement. And for this reason, it's very important to have a healthy routine. If it's not a yoga practice because you don't have the time, when you wake up in the morning, do at least one pose for each of the main movement of the spine. So bending forward, arching back, lateral, twist, elongation, and you are ready to go on your life. Then when you have more time, come on the yoga mat and do a full practice. And today, to help you to understand all the 5 movements, we will use Hatha Yoga practice and Asana, position of the body, where we will do one position for each movement in a way that you can have some tools on your pocket to use when this time is short and keep your spine healthy and flexible. With that said, grab your mat that we start the practice together.
Healthy spine, healthy life.
We started this practice today in a standing position. So come in the front of the yoga mat with your feet parallel, the spine straight with the 3 natural curves. Your arms are side to side of the body. Remember to give nice alignment also at the area of the neck, keeping the chin parallel to the floor. And in this position, we close the eyes and we take a big inhalation through the nose. Hold the breath in and sigh out the mouth. And letting go the negative sensation, negative thoughts, whatever you don't need in these moments. And again, deep inhalation through the nose. Hold. Exhale. Great. And we start our practice with the sun salutation. So again, spine straight, shoulder down. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, walking or jumping back to plank. Down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. And you can bend one knee and the other one because it's the first of the day. And try then to give nice alignment to your body. With the sternal rotation of the scapula, your hips are pushing up and your heels are pushing down. And look at the back. And on the next inhale, looking forward, walking or jumping forward. Lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, the nose come to the knee. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, close to Samasthiti and down. Although we are using the sun salutation to warm up all the body, it's a great exercise that include almost all the 5 movements of the spine. So radial this can be another tool that you can use. If you don't have time, do a couple of rounds on salutation and you're ready to go. So we start the next one. Inhale, arms up. And here we arching back. So we do some spinal extension actually. Exhale, we bending forward. So this is the spinal flexion. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, walking or jumping back to plank. Down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. And down dog is one of the best poses to create space between the vertebrae. So it's a really good one
to elongate the spine. So really try to visualize space between the spine, pushing your hips up to the sky, and look at the back. And on the next inhale, looking forward, walking or jumping forward. Lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale down. Inhale, arms up. Again, arching back. Exhale, close to Samasthiti. And down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, walking or jumping back. Chaturanga. Upper dog. And down dog. Then the next inhale, looking forward, walking or jumping forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bending down. Inhale, arms up, arching back. Exhale, close to Samasthiti and down. And for the next 3 rounds, we will add also the lateral flexion. So we will do some lateral movement in a way that really it's a complete sequence that go through all the 5 main movements of the spine. Okay, so come back again, the front of the mat, give a nice alignment to the body and the spine. Inhales, arms up. Exhale, arching back. Inhale, center. Exhale, we go down on one side, left side. Inhale, center. Exhale on the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, walking or jumping back to plank, down to chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog. We stay here for a moment. And Cobra, of course, is a very good one for spinal extension. So really we arching back. Exhale, back to down dog. And create space between the vertebrae. And then next inhale, walking or jumping forward. Lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale down. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, arching back. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, bend on the left side. Lateral flexion. Inhale, center. Exhale on the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, walking or jumping back. Chaturanga. Upper dog. Down dog. Walking or jumping forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms up. And again, exhale, arching back. Inhale, center. Exhale, lateral flexion on the left side. Inhale, center. Exhale on the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, walking or jumping back. Down to chaturanga. Upper dog. And down dog. And on the next inhale, walking or jumping forward. Lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms up. Arching back. Exhale, back to the center. Inhale, left side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right side. Inhale, center. And this time, exhale, bring the arms down. And with the eyes closed, observe the effect of the 6th round of Sun salutation.
Very good. Next one, we do a moment of twist because this is a little bit missing on the sequence of the sun salutation. So from the center with the feet parallel to your hips, we start to do this twist or rotation where the arms are kind of heavy and guide the movement on one side and the other one, and focus on the rotation of the spine and the vertebra. And try to rotate also the upper part of the body on the shoulder, the neck. And gently come back to the center, deep inhalation. Hold the breath in. Exhale, release. Well done. So the first asana that we'll do is Padastasana, where we will do the, again, spinal flexion. We bend forward, so feet are parallel to the hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bending forward from the hips. And come down. Now here, you can bring your hand on the floor. If it's in your practice, grab your big toes or eventually grab your elbow and try to relax completely the head and the neck. And just observe what are the feelings present at the physical level, the sensation when we actually bend forward and we are doing this motion of the spinal flexion. Usually there are more stretch on the back than the front. There are stretch at the back of the leg also in this case. I want that you move your attention more in the area of the hips and the spine and observe what happens. If you are very flexible, kind of mean this moment, and you completely relax your head and your neck, in this position you will have also some form of spine elongation, and you will feel that you are create space between the vertebrae. And gently inhale and lengthen at the spine and look up. Exhale, bring your hand to the hips. And inhale, gently, slowly come up in a standing position and shake your leg. Very nice. Next one will be the spinal extension, so the opposite. We will arching back, although to one good pose, of course, is cobra pose. I want to give you also something when we are stand up, and this is very simple. It's calling half moon. The feet are parallel to the hips. You can bring your hand on your back with the palm on the bones of the hips and the finger pointing down, and really push the elbow together. We really want to open the chest here. You inhale and then exhale, arching back. And if you want to, you can look up, or you can just also keep the chin on the chest, wherever you like it. This is a great pose also to stretch the psoas. But eventually, on the motion of the spine, we are doing a spinal extension, so it's the opposite of the spinal flexion. And gently coming up, take a moment, observe the effect, feel the difference. And we will do another performance. This time we will keep the arms up with the palm looking forward. And again, we arching back as much as possible and breathing here. It can happen that in this position you feel shaking, especially in the belly and the hips, perfectly okay. Of course, if it is too much, just come up, take a breath, and then come back to the performance of the pose. If you keep your head on the back, there is the spinal extension also in the area of the neck. And inhale, gently coming up. Exhale, release your arms down with the eyes closed. Observe the effect of this pose. And eventually shake a little bit your leg. Great. The next one, we will do the lateral flexion. So we will do a variation of Trikonasana. So open your leg, not so much, but a little bit more of your hips. Your feet are parallel. Spread your arms. The arms are parallel to the floor. Inhale. And then exhale. We bend on the left side. And you can see here there is this lateral flexion of the spine as much as possible. Try to keep your shoulder and arms in line. So it will be not this, but actually the arms are parallel and I just flex the spine. The neck and the head are in line, so they are kind of straight, and breathing here. And gently coming up to the center. Bring your hand down just for a moment. Observe the effects of this pose, the difference between left and right. And then bring your arms up again. And we bend on the right side. Again, give nice alignment to your body, the arms, the neck. Close your eyes. And just breathe here. And gently coming up. Exhale, release your hand down. And with the eyes closed, for attention focus inside to perceive the effects of this pose, this asana. For the next one, we will do another variation of Trikonasana, and we will do the spinal rotation. So in the same position of the leg, rotate your left foot forward and your right slightly less, at 45 degrees. Your hips are parallel to the short side of the yoga mats. Take the left hand to the hips. Inhale, the right hands come up. Exhale, bending forward, and if you can, bring your head to the sternal part of your left foot, and then rotate your shoulder and head and look up to the sky and raise up your left arms. Exhale, bring your hand back to the hips, look down on the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. And we do the same to the other side. So rotate your right foot now, adjust your left 45 degree, and your hips are parallel to the short side of the mat to the other side. And this time is the left arms that come up. Exhale, bending forward, and then eventually rotate your shoulder, head, and raise up the right hand. Exhale, bring your hand down. Inhale, come up. Back to the center. Close your leg and shake it. And with the eyes closed, observe the effect of these two pulses. So the spinal rotation and the lateral flexion. Very good job. You're almost in the end. So come in the front of the yoga mats. Feet are parallel here. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bending forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, walking or jumping back to plank. And we come down on the floor. Here we do a moment again, the cobra pose. So the next inhale, come up. Look up on the sky. Shoulders are down. And if you know which movement is, write me down on the section below of the message which movement we are doing for the cobra. Exhale, come down. And tucking your toes, and we come up in down dog, and we conclude with actually down dog. We keep a little bit long down dog here. So find a nice alignment, palm on the floor, spread your finger, the sternal rotation of the scapula. Here, really try to push with your hips up to the sky and pull the heel down on the floor. That's better if the heel are touching, is the intention to pull down. And then we look at the back. And this pose really is a great one for the elongation of the spine. So I really invite you to keep breathing deep, long, and slow through the nose, and visualize a space between the vertebrae. And bring some energy and love to the inter disc, this jelly cushion that there are between the vertebrae.
And gently, slowly from here, bend your knee. Big toes are together and come down in child pose just for a moment. Walk forward with your hands. So this is a great way to nice stretch to the back, the muscles, the shoulder. And coming up. And from here, we actually lie down directly on the floor for Shavasana. But before the complete relaxation, I invite you to lie down on the back. And here, bend your knee. Take a moment here. Open your arms and cross your right leg on top of your left, and then twist your spine on the left side. So try to keep both shoulders on the floor and just the rotation of the hips and the lower part of the spine. And if you want, if you like, you can also look on your right side so you create another rotation in the area of the neck. And come back to the center. Change cross of the leg, so now is the left on top of the right. Rotate on the right side. And look on your left. Come back to the center. And before go to Shavasana, I also want to guide you to this short awareness phase regarding our spine, and especially the three natural curves that we have. So when we lie down, with the also legs straight on the floor, you can notice how the hips are kind of tilt forward, and we can almost have a hand between our lower back and the floor. And the same, there are some space between the neck and the upper part of the shoulder, the upper part of the back. And this is the curve that we naturally have. So now what I want to do is invite you actually to bend your knee again and rotate your hips and actually neutralize completely the lower curve of the spine. So in this way, if you push with your feet and rotate your hips, the spine is actually fully touch the floor. In this way, we are relax and stretch the muscles of the lower back with a position that we don't usually really have during the day. So it's a very simple but good exercise to do. And then we bend the knee to the chest and we give a nice hug to again increase a little bit more this kind of stretch on the back. Very nice. And in this position, we also tilt the chin and the neck, like we try to bring the chin to the chest and kind of neutralize a bit the curve of the neck. Keep your shoulder both down on the floor and just try to neutralize the upper curve.
Very good. And gently relax. Bring back your legs on the floor and completely relax. Muscles of the leg, muscles of the arms, your head and neck. And allow your spine to come back to the natural shape with the natural curves, and just relax completely here. And then gently coming back, start to move your toes and finger. Give a nice stretch to your legs and arms. Stretch your body. And again, bend your knee to the chest. Roll side to side a little bit to give a nice massage to the lower back. Do a nice circle with the knee one side and the other one. And gently start to rock and roll back and forward a couple of times. And come back up in a sitting position. And the sun is went away. It's almost sunset time here. So with the eyes closed, take a moment to observe the effect of this practice. The fully motion of the spine. You did a great work today. The next inhale, take both hands in the center of the chest. Take a smile on your face and be grateful for the work that you did, the time that you take for yourself, for your spine, to keep a healthy spine and create a healthy life. Thank you. Namaste. I hope that you have enjoyed this class and that you have a little bit more knowledge about the movement of the spine. And see you tomorrow for another beautiful practice together. So be sure to subscribe and keep the notification on for be aware when the next class will come. And again, this small game, let me know which kind of motion is connected with the cobra pose. In the section below with some message and let me know how it's going. Share with your friend, your family. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.